The debate over the greatest wrestler of all time is as old as pro wrestling itself. And while the outcome of wrestling is predetermined, a wrestler in the conversation for greatest ever is certainly not. Sometimes it's a wrestler's in-ring talent that garners their popularity. Other times it's their skills on the mic that put them above their peers. However, the best of the best are able to combine all aspects of sports entertainment to forever leave their mark in the squared circle. So with that being said, here are my top 5 greatest wrestlers of all time.
Play clock at 5. Score 4 goals. 3. 2 home running and 1.
Starting off our list is the excellence of execution, Bret the Hitman Hart. Growing up the son of iconic Canadian promoter Stu Hart, wrestling was in the Hitman's DNA. He got his start early working for his father's promotion, Stampede Wrestling, before becoming a mainstay in the WWE in the 1980s and 90s. Hart was known for always having top-tier matches with any wrestler he stepped in the ring with, making good on his claim to be the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Number 4, The Undertaker. The dead man's run in the WWE lasted almost 30 years and will never be replicated. He was a main eventer in the WWE from his debut in 1992 to his final match in 2020. Taker's infamous WrestleMania streak was legendary, and his ability to evolve with the times while maintaining the same character his whole WWE career solidifies him on this list of the greatest ever. Number 3, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Before Vince McMahon ruled over the wrestling world and territories were still prevalent, there was no bigger star than the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Flair would sell out shows across the country for various promotions like NWA and WCW, as people could not get enough of Flair in the ring and on the mic. The 16-time world champion could walk that aisle and profile like no one else could. He was the limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing son of a gun. Woo! Number 2, Hulk Hogan. In the early 80s, during the rise of Vince McMahon's WWE, there was one true-to-life superhero, a real American, if you will, that launched pro wrestling into another stratosphere. That man? The immortal Hulk Hogan. A wrestler that not only rose to the heights in the wrestling world that few others have, but he was also able to cross over into mainstream pop culture and create a persona that made him the most recognizable wrestler on the planet. Number 1, Stone Cold Steve Austin. No one can argue about how popular Stone Cold Steve Austin was at the peak of wrestling fandom in the late 1990s. While some could argue a wrestler like Hulk Hogan was more recognizable or that Ric Flair had a longer career, no one can argue about how popular Stone Cold Steve Austin was at the height of wrestling fandom in the late 1990s. His infamous Austin 316 promo launched him into stardom, and he was able to capitalize on his opportunity with incredible matches and iconic catchphrases. There will only ever be one Stone Cold Steve Austin, the greatest wrestler of all time. There you have it. Those are my top 5 greatest wrestlers of all time. If you like this content, be sure to like and subscribe and comment below with your top 5 wrestlers of all time and who I might have missed. But just remember, this is my list. And that's the bottom line, because your boy AB said so.